What's up, everybody? All right, just woke up. First morning. First morning being in a van. First night, I should say. Um, got the river right there. Last night, you know, I had a feeling when we pulled in here, being a smaller town, that the police interaction was probably going to be 60-40, 50-50 at least. And no sooner than the sun goes down, we get settled in. I told Amy I wanted to sleep on this side because that way I could see who's pulling into the parking lot. Well, after about half hour after the sun goes down, it's probably about 9:30, something like that. Sure enough, noticed a big old floodlight just lighting the van up. We're sitting in here, and I knew exactly it was a cop. So at first I'm like flipping out. I'm like, oh, fuck, but then I'm like, we're not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to. We got weed here, but weed's legal in Michigan. So it's not like doing anything bad. Got the keys back here. They're not in the ignition. So it can't get me for anything dumb like DUI, even if you're sitting in the back. And yes, that is a law. Even if you're sitting in the back of a vehicle, stopped, middle of nowhere, as long as the keys are in the ignition, they can get you a DUI. So always make sure if you are partying legally in your vehicle to take the keys out of the ignition. I don't know, that might be a double negative, partying legally in your vehicle. Either way, you know where I'm going with that. So he comes pulling in, lights us up like a spotlight or like a candle, and here we are. So he was on this side right here and I don't even think he knew anybody was in here. So I get out the side door, walk around the van, and go over there and be like, hey, how's it going? I was like, what's up? And he's like, oh, I'm just running plates, in the parking lot because, from dusk till dawn, vehicles aren't supposed to be here. And I'm like, all right. And so he proceeds to ask me if I'm on probation. And I'm like, no. Well, apparently, running the plates on the van showed that I had an out-of-state probation from 2000, 24 years ago, with an FBI record. And I'm like, I don't know what that might be. But then I'm like, oh, I know what that is. Make a long story short, I was working down on Eglin Air Force Base in Florida, got in a fight. And the person I got in a fight with, I guess his dad was a big-time somebody on the base there. So, needless to say, yeah, interesting stuff. So yeah, and asked the cop for a courtesy. He's like, there's other parks that we can stay at, just not this one. I was like, well, hey man, can I get a courtesy for tonight? And I was like, we're just leaving tomorrow. We got other business to attend to, and here in town, which today at noon we have to go and surprise Amy's brother for a surprise birthday party. So that's what brought us into town. So yeah, interesting enough. We're still here, didn't go anywhere. Cop was really cool. Just said, have a good night, be safe kind of thing. And said he'd let his partner know that he let us stay here so that we won't get messed with again. And so, yeah, but all in all, I had a really good time. Van, the space in here isn't bad. I mean, considering it is a van, I mean, it's not the apartment that we live in, but it's definitely very doable. It's a lot more, spacious than the Buick Enclave that we used to do with this in, and the only room you had to do in there was lay down. That was it. So at least in here you can, get up, move around a little bit. But it was definitely comfortable last night. Got a little bit cold. It was down about 30 degrees last night. The blankets and everything worked really well. It's just the air temperature in the van was kind of cold. Then I woke up this morning and realized I left this window open, so that probably didn't help. But stay tuned. I think we have another van venture coming up in a few days. supposed to be nice in the 70s. She's got another day off, so I think we're going to go find another place when I get out of work. Just go drive to and hang out overnight and just have fun. It's the little things in life. You guys have a good day. Peace out.